Oh, my goodness. We had an amazing time at the Sparkle Anthology book release and author signing. It was dynamic. Oh, my goodness. We
Well,
had a good time.
well, good. Glad you had a good turnout. I hate I couldn't make it. I was out on the road, but I certainly know, and I've heard the reports that you've had a wonderful time. So great job there. But it is time for Winning on Wednesday. Dr. Kim, help us win today as we kind of take for granted the importance of being prepared. You know, a lot of times we think being prepared is one thing, but it's so much more to it than just getting up, getting clothes on. You know, we have to be prepared in every single way for every opportunity that comes our way.
Yes, Jermaine, I'll tell you. Good evening, WOW listeners. I can tell you this. I'm so excited. I know you say that every week I say that I'm excited, but this is really teaching individuals and those who are in the workplace how to win. And so when we talk about preparation, I often say preparation breeds confidence. And so we have to be sure that we are prepared. And preparedness, Jermaine, tells us that we have to do something beforehand. And so in order for you to be prepared for the promotion, you have to be ready, even if it is available to you at the moment or if you know that it is to come. And so oftentimes we are seeking promotion or we are seeking position or even moving forward in our process of becoming, but we're not prepared. And so in the workplace, oftentimes we only get prepared, Jermaine, when the position becomes available. Mm-hmm. We only get prepared, Jermaine, when we know that someone may be leaving the company and their opportunity to sit in their seat now comes available. We only get prepared, Jermaine, if we are sick and tired of being sick and tired and we prepare to blow off our resume,
right,
clean off the dust, and then try to get it out. Well, I'm encouraging WOW listeners on tonight to go ahead and be prepared for your next opportunity. Jermaine, when you think about it, we do kingdom principles, right? And
yes,
we give practical solutions every Wednesday to win. I'm thinking about those 10 virgins in the Bible. There was a parable in the book of Matthew. I think it's Matthew 25, and there was a parable in the Bible about there were 10 virgins, and 5 were prepared, and the other 5 they called them foolish. Do you remember that? Do you recall that?
Absolutely.
And they called them foolish. And the thing is, they all had the same thing. They all were going to meet the bridegroom. They all had expectation, and they all carried these lamps, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the difference between the 5 foolish and those who were prepared was that they actually had no oil. The foolish one had no oil, but those who were prepared, they had their lamps in one hand, and then they had oil in another flask. So what I'm telling you is in another container, they had oil just in case the light went out.
Right.
And so I'm encouraging you all tonight, Jermaine, that when you are prepared for the position, you don't wait until it comes. You anticipate, and that means there's a preparedness and a readiness.
Right. And one of the things people would say, when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I've heard that saying before.
Listen, and people take that as a cliche, and they say, well, I stay ready to keep them getting ready. But the truth of the matter is, if you know that you are going to meet the bridegroom, for example, this parable was given in the event that the bridegroom was coming. They knew that it was the bridegroom was coming, and they were going to meet him. However, what they did not know was when. And so I'm encouraging those who are listening on tonight, if you know that you are being in a position to win, you know that you want a promotion, a next position, you want an increase, you know that the Lord has already showed you and shared with you and promised you, then you know that it's not a matter of if you're going to get it, if it's coming, it's just a matter of when. So I want you to go ahead, and for those of you who are waiting and say, well, I'm going to wait to get their certificate, or I'm going to wait to get the certification, or I'm going to wait to go to the training, or I'm going to wait to apply for the job, or I'm going to wait. Move from a place of waiting and get in a position of readiness. When you are ready, that means you have preparedness. You've gone before. And the Word of God also tells us that the Lord will prepare a table before us in the presence of our enemy. It tells us that He has gone before us to prepare our home in heaven. The thing is, preparation is biblical, because He requires us to go forth in faith in order to produce the promise and the things that He's given us. So I'm encouraging you on tonight. Don't stand and say, I'm going to wait till my kids do this, or I'm going to wait till, I move to another position, or I'm going to wait till this job comes open. get in a place of preparation, because that says I have proven faith. I'm believing in what God is telling me, and I'm also using wisdom and knowledge to move ahead before the opportunity presents itself.
Right, and one of the things we also say, Dr. Kim, as we are winning on Wednesday, we'll say, well, I want to wait till I know I'm getting ready to interview. I'm going to wait till the interview. Well, this is the thing. You're always on the interview. The interview takes place long before you're sitting across the table from someone answering questions. The interview takes place long before that moment.
Absolutely. And being prepared is being able to have those discussions and the dialogue throughout the year, throughout the workday. And even if you're having a difficult time, you have to know that you're always on an interview. You're always, listen, I remember working back, I was in a customer service role at the time, and I had gotten let go from an HR position, and I said, let go. Yes, I did. And so when I moved into a customer service, collections type position, and I was moving into training, and I wanted to train. I wanted to get into this position. I've shared this before, but I'll share it in a different way this time. The thing is, people knew and thought I was a trainer before the position even became available.
Right.
People thought, and the reason why I say that, Jermaine, is critical. You said it best. I was communicating with those individuals who were in those positions. I was going down talking to the leader. I would go in, I would support them when they would do something. So what I'm sharing with you is throughout the day, just like Jermaine said, you are always on an interview.
Right.
Every experience, have you heard of something called, it's like situational interviews?
Yes.
Okay, and so they ask you a question, wow, listeners, and in that they want to not just tell them that you know the competency or the skill. They want you to give them experience so they can know that you're competent in that skill.
Yeah, and they'll call it outcome-based interviews.
Outcome-based.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so every single day you are gaining experiences that you need to put in your toolbox or in your jewel box to know that these are experiences that you can use in the interview. And so I want you all to think about being prepared. Don't wait to stay up all night long. Get you in your email. I would always tell my clients, those individuals that reported to me when I was their leader in corporate America, I would tell them, get a folder, and every time you have an experience, you learn something, you grow, or you have a challenging project, you lead something, or you supported a role, put it in a little email and send it to yourself and keep it in a folder, because that's going to help you to remain in a place of preparedness. And so all you have to do is pull that thing out and begin to speak boldly about what it is that you're being prepared for. Right.
And that is actually wonderful stuff. And we're going to throw this in for free, Dr. Kim, because you said it, and it just jumped out at me when you said you were sharing your story and you were saying that you were let go. A lot of times us being let go is not being let go, it's us being released. And so we can be released into what God really has for us. And it's not really a letting go.
Absolutely. When I was let go, it was the release. It was the thing that actually positioned me properly to know and find out what I really wanted to do and what I was really purposed to do and the calling of my life. When I was let go from that position, it prepared me for the roles that I had beyond that. I was able to identify, because I was released, I was able to identify the areas in which I was called to, I had passion for. And again, I remained in a situation that caused me to come out, but I then set myself in a place of preparedness. And I said sat, because just because you're sitting and learning and growing, you're still being prepared. Right.
I tell you what, Dr. Kim, we can go on and on, but we have to wrap it up. And I'm telling you, yes, you were let go from the brick and mortar, but you were released into the world to have this international work that you're doing now. And we are definitely grateful for it here at Heaven 97 KHVN. But there may be those that may want to hear more about this whole jewel thing, this whole sparkle thing. How can people reach you, Dr. Kim?
Absolutely. Go to sparklepublishing.net, and that's www.sparkle, www.publishing.net, and go to my Facebook and my Instagram, and that's Dr. Kimberly Ellison. I would love for you to connect and order the book Sparkle. I want you to hear the story. We're actually going to be on tour. You'll hear the women, see the women. Again, we had an amazing time this past weekend. Carmina was in the house. Again, did a beautiful job. Y'all, I want to connect with you. I want to hear from you. And do not forget, connect with me on social media. Let me know what you're dealing with so we can right here teach you and talk about how to win. Not just on Wednesday, but you can win every day.
All right, Dr. Kim, well, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate you. And we will do it again next week if the Lord says the same.
Absolutely, Jermaine. Bye now.
All right. All right, that's Winning on Wednesday with Dr. Kimberly Ellison. She helps us win in the workplace, all the while using biblical principles. And, boy, she just fires us up here. All right, more gospel music is on the way. Going to take this quick commercial break. News and Views with Jermaine Simpson is coming up during the 7 o'clock hour. You don't want to miss that as well. And just great gospel music all in between. It's Heaven 97 KHV, and it is indeed the evening show. I'm Jermaine Simpson, your host.